Hey there, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whoever you're watching this from. And it's going to be just a small message, or rather, a small reminder from me to you guys. I hope you're doing well and I hope you're doing alright. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a small reminder every now and then that if you're in a tough spot, first and foremost, sorry to hear that. And if you're going through a tough time, I can't imagine the pain that you must be going through at the moment, and I hope it gets better. You know, that's one of the things that we can only do in those moments is to hold on and hope things will get better from that day forward. Because I mean, when everything is out of our control, the only thing that we can control is our own actions and our own decisions and our own thoughts and how we react to things that happen to us. And yeah, I mean, it's an extremely tough spot to be in, and if you're in that spot, uh, speaking from my personal experience, it's a really dark place to be in. You're gonna have thoughts that you don't want to think about. You're gonna have emotions that you're not gonna want to feel. You're gonna have instances which make you want to disappear completely. I've gone through that a couple of times in the past, and I'm still going through those motions every now and then in the present. And who's to say it won't happen again in the future? Knowing myself, the way I think, the way I move, the way I, do things in my life, that's always going to be a given, you know. But being in those situations, the only thing that kept me going was hope, being hopeful, even in those times where hope seems completely non-existent, where it's just, you know, erased from reality, where I can't even find it no matter how much I try to search or how hard I try to find it. It's just not there. The one thing that keeps me going is holding on to it, even if it seems like a fantasy. Because in my lowest, what else can I do? I can't just, succumb to defeat and give up. Because if that's the case, I would have disappeared a long time ago. But I didn't, and I'm still here talking to you guys, and I'm grateful for that. Because I wouldn't be able to be around the people I love, to interact with new people, to be talking to you guys through this channel, to just to live life and all of its experiences, be it bad, good, really, really horrible situations or really great ones. You And the thing that gives me hope, rather, which I think something that you guys can take away from this if you're having in those dark times. Of course, it might not resonate with you because we're all different human beings who think in different ways and comprehend and process things differently. But the one thing that keeps me going is just one thing that gives me hope is that why, like how I said it, like what I said in my previous videos. Don't forget why you're still here. Don't forget why you've overcome everything you went through in the past. Don't forget why you still continue to fight. Why are you still trying to get up every day? Why are you still living? Because that reason or that question and the answer to that question has propelled me to overcome struggles which I thought I would have been done for when I encountered it, but I didn't. I didn't succumb to defeat. I wasn't you know, I wasn't completely disjointed or discombobulated or completely derailed because I had my why. And that could be anything, your family, your friends, the people who you hold close to you, or just yourself, everything you've been through, just to honor that so you don't give up, keep going forward to see how it ends. Or it may just be, your hopes and dreams that you have for yourself and for your loved ones in the future. There are a lot of things that can keep us going even in the most darkest of times. You I feel like, the one thing that can help is just find a reason to get up, a reason to work on yourself, a reason to get back up every time life knocks you down. Now I know there are some people who are gonna say, and I've been in that situation where I feel like I don't have any reason to keep going, but stuff like that. But when you don't have any other reason to keep going, like I said just a few minutes ago, think about yourself. Think about everything you've been through. Think about every struggle you've overcome. And think about how much you've grown. If anything, if you're not going to be doing it for anybody else, at least do it for yourself. Because at the end of the day, when push comes to shove and your back's against the wall and you're at your lowest, when people leave you behind, people, just leave you, period. The only person you have is yourself. If you disregard that, you have nothing, apart from God and all that. But, yeah, I mean, anything tangible, that's yourself. So, it's just a friendly reminder to keep going, to that these bad days, no matter how long it seems, it won't last. And just know that if you're going through a series of bad luck or bad streaks, just know that the more you press on forward, the more stronger you'll become, the more wiser you'll become. At the end of the day, when you get through it and finally triumph over it all, when you look back, you won't see a memory of regret, but rather a testament to your strength, courage, and resilience that got you through everything. And if that's not worth it, then I don't know what is, you know. So yeah, I mean, that's just a little reminder. That's all for this talk, guys. Hope you have a great day ahead, and thanks for tuning in. Take care.